Hello and happy November. I have switched to Thanksgiving recipes, and today we are making my world famous pecan pie. This is the only pecan, or however, we're from the north, so I say pecan, but I think in the south it's pecan. This is the only pie that I make, and it is fantastic, and it only takes 7 ingredients, and it's super, super simple. So, the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to make the filling. So, you need to take 1 cup of light brown sugar, packed. Preheat the oven to 350. Okay. Okay, 1 cup of dark Carol corn syrup. And I think this is going to get stuck. No, I got it. Okay. So 1 cup of this. Okay. This is a 1/2 cup, so I need 2 of these. This will probably take the bottle. Okay, then the next thing you need is 3 tablespoons of melted butter. Yep, we're going to have to add this to my list. I don't use a lot of dark brown Carol syrup, but in the holidays I do. Okay, so that was 1 cup. Okay, 3 tablespoons of melted butter, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, 3 eggs, and I just dump it all in one bowl. And this is my dad's favorite pie, but it is extremely hard to ship. He lives in Arizona, so I'll have to make it for him, and he's here in the summer. Okay, so mix this all together. You gotta get the egg incorporated in there. Okay, make sure there's no lumps of anything. Okay, so we'll set that off to the side. Now we're going to take our pie crust. So I'm using a store-bought, and then this is my pottery for Thanksgiving. Okay, so we're going to pull that out. I just had to check my recipe to make sure I didn't forget anything. Okay, so the secret to that, upside down, and we were going to do an unbaked pie crust. Okay. So then what I do is get that even like that, and then kind of press the edges like that. Press and turn. So you want to get the edges kind of how you want them, because they will stay that way with this pie. Okay, now take your filling. Don't put the pecans in yet. Okay, so we got that. Now we're going to use pecan halves, and we are going to use, I think, a cup. Yeah, 1 heaping cup. So I dig my hands in and lay them all over the pie. These were about $6 at Walmart, so pecans are not inexpensive, and maybe in the south they are. But okay, you want to fill in all the holes because you want every piece to have the nut. I like to probably over put the nuts in. Okay, and then we are going to put this directly in the oven, and we're going to bake at 350 degrees. A couple more for 45 minutes. And then I'll show you what it looks like when it comes out. Like I said, this is a super easy pecan pie recipe. For Thanksgiving, you can make this ahead of time, and actually you can make it the day before, and it will sit perfectly fine. So very, very good recipe, and I will show you what it looks like when it's done. Okay, 45 minutes later, and we're going to pull this out of the oven. This is the perfect pecan pie. I'm going to flip this so you can see it. Look at how good that looks. You'll love this recipe.